Today I'm going to be making a banana split cake. This is a first time for me. Michelle sent me this recipe from Facebook, and so it's actually called banana split cake. And so here are the ingredients. You will need Honey Made crackers. You're actually going to use one package of the Honey Made crackers. You need 1 cup of milk, but 1 cup of sugar, but you leave out 1/4 of it, put the rest in a bowl. You need 1/3 cup butter. That's gonna be melted. 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. 1 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple in the juice, but you're going to drain the juice out of it. You need 6 bananas, and you need 2 packages, we're gonna jump down here. 2 packages of instant vanilla pudding. This is the 3.4-ounce packages, and I just bought the Great Value. And then you need 2 cups of cold milk, and 2 cups of Cool Whip thawed, and then lastly 1 cup of chopped pecans. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to melt this 1/3 cup of butter, and we'll be back. Okay, this is the one package of the Honey Made grams, and I just crushed them up with my hand, and it was really simple. And there's some bigger pieces in here. I'll get those. That's pretty good though. That's not bad. Okay. So then you have your 1/4 cup of sugar that you reserved here. Sprinkle that in there. Kind of mix that up. And then take your melted butter and add that. And what you're doing right now is you're making your crust. So you mix this together and get everything, make sure that you have butter on all your gram pieces. And then you have your 13 by 9 inch pan, and you pour that in there, and you spread this out. Now I'm going to use my clean fingers, and you press firmly in the bottom of this pan. Now you're gonna freeze this, put this in the freezer for 10 minutes, and we'll be back. Now this is my 2 bars of the cream cheese. Both of them are in here. This is the remaining sugar, and you just put it in here together, and you are going to mix it until it's well combined. Crust. It's been in the freezer. Actually, it's been in the freezer 15 minutes, not 10, but that's okay. So this is my cream cheese and that sugar mixture, and it's really, really thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put dollops on top of this crust, because you have to be very careful when you spread this on here that you don't pull up the graham cracker crust at the bottom, because you will pull it up. So I'm going to put dollops all over this, and then I'm going to spread it carefully and evenly over the top. So now that we have our cream cheese spread out, you can see little spots where some of the cookie came through. It's okay, it's not a big deal. Kevin said he wants to eat the cake just like this right now. So, because it does look good. So now you take your pineapple, and you're not going to use any of that juice at all. And I'm just going to use this spoon. Kevin's going to take that off for me. Okay, I'm just going to use this and kind of throw these around. And then I'm going to spread it out a little bit better. 4 of my bananas. Here's the other 2, because you had 6 total. The 2 are for garnish at the very, very end, so you don't need those right now. So this is 4 bananas, and I have just sliced them thinly like this, and you're gonna lay them all over the top. So the entire layer should be covered. So I have my pan of bananas right here, and that was plenty of bananas. So now we're moving over and we're gonna deal with the pudding. This is my 2 boxes of my pudding mixture in here. Haven't put anything else in here. And now you wanna put your 2 cups of milk in, your cold milk. And then I'm gonna take my whisk and I'm gonna whisk this for about 2 minutes. Okay, so that looks good. So you have 2, the recipe calls for 2 cups of Cool Whip. You divide it into 1 cup and 1 cup. So I'm gonna use 1 cup right now, and that did not work. So I'm gonna, oh, thank you, Kevin. So I'm gonna put 1 cup in here. And Kevin just showed me something cool on this this mixer. I didn't know. I had never looked at the levels on the side. It actually has a stir, what do you call it?
Speed. A
stir speed on the side. So, and that's the first notch says stir. So, I'm gonna put it right there and I'm gonna stir it in until it's well combined. So even though I put it on that stir speed for a few minutes, in the bottom you can still see where it did not get it all. So I'm gonna stir it some more. And that's good. And now I'm gonna pour it over my bananas. You take that remaining cup of Cool Whip and you spread it over the top. And I got a spoon out because that spatula was covered, you know, that mixture is yellow and the Cool Whip is white. And I'm assuming you want the white to be on top. But this doesn't look like a lot of Cool Whip. If it's not enough, I have more in the refrigerator. It just doesn't look like much, but maybe some of that yellow is supposed to show on the, maybe I can keep the yellow around the edges and then it won't look bad. Okay, to me that's not gonna be enough. So I'm going to get some more Cool Whip and I'll be right back. So I bought the big tub of Cool Whip because I did not know what size to get. This is a 16 ounce, so I have plenty left, and it's a good thing because I do want to add more to the top here. I don't mind if there's yellow showing around the edges at all, because I think that, you know, makes it kind of pretty actually, but I don't want any yellow in the middle. So I'm just going to keep adding spoonfuls until it's covered. So now you're gonna take this, and I have one of those plastic, since I'm using this throwaway pan, it has one of those plastic dome covers. I'm gonna put the cover over it, and you are supposed to refrigerate this for 5 hours. And so in 5 hours, I'll show you how to top it off and make it look really pretty. Okay, this has been in the refrigerator for hours and hours, so I'm going to cut it and you'll see how easy or how difficult it's going to be to cut.
It cuts pretty easy, it looks like.
Yes, it does. I worry about the bottom part of the graham cracker. You know, the first piece is always ugly, but that doesn't look bad at all.
Now you smushed that one a little bit, but
that's okay. That's okay. And now I'll get this other corner piece.
It smells wonderful.
See, you can see the layers in there. And so what you want to do now is, I left 2 bananas, and if I were going to serve this right now to like a party of people, I would go ahead and put the banana all over the top and the chopped pecans. However, it's just Kevin and I trying it right now. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to add a couple of bananas to the top like this. And then you add some of your chopped pecans to the top for garnish. And so now we're going to try a piece. Well, I took a picture of it.
It looks very good.
It looks very, very good. It is a heavy cake too. Very, very heavy.
Physically
Physically
heavy.
weight, yes.
That's good.
That's delicious.
It reminds me of banana pudding because I really don't get the pineapple.
You will. That is.
The first bite I didn't have any in there.
That's absolutely delicious. I mean, that's awesome.
That is really good. If you like banana pudding, I think you'd like this. Because I was worried the pineapples would like overpower it, and it doesn't. It's mostly banana.
That's incredible.
But you do get that sweetness of the pineapple.
That. And there's a texture in there, almost like you're going through a layer of sugar or something. There's some texture in there that I absolutely
It might be that
love.
cream cheese.
It could be the cream cheese combined with the pineapple, all that. That is phenomenal, Michelle. Thank you so much for sending me this recipe and having me make this. I love this. I don't know of many people who would not like this that like bananas. There is a variation. You don't have to use the pecans on top naturally. That literally, it does add some.
I was going to say, I would almost, before I added my bananas in there, I would pour the pineapple in there and sprinkle chopped pecans all in the middle.
If you
and then put 'em in
like
there.
chopped pecans,
'Cause I like
you can
that.
have nuts. Yes, that would be awesome on all over the inside because
Yeah.
it does add texture, but you don't have to have them. Also, you can substitute the graham crackers for the crushed crumbs. They sell a box of it.
Yeah, they're already crushed up.
They're already crushed up. I didn't see that until I was making the recipe and had already bought the crackers. So that's okay though. But those are some variations. So
Wasn't there something you could do with chocolate?
with chocolate.
Wasn't there something you could do with chocolate syrup? I thought you said something about chocolate syrup too.
Oh, yes. You can, if you omit the nuts and you still want to have a pretty garnish, you can garnish with chocolate curls. And, you just take a block of chocolate and you slightly warm it and then you can grate it and make a little curls on top. You can do that. Or you could take Hershey syrup and just sprinkle some
Yeah, you
chocolate
could
on
just take
top.
syrup and
That would be
drizzle it.
delicious. But, as it is.
It's really good.
I love this. Yeah, this will all get eaten.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is delicious.
This will be my nightly dessert.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know we did, and thanks for watching.